Line's pretty good. Okay, let it curl a bit. Okay. Yep. Whoa. Whoa, lay down lane. Yep, for line.
All right, welcome back.
Yep. Shoot.
That was a brief intermission.
My fault.
Don't worry, we called Al Gore and he fixed the internet. And you. So you missed the finish. If you're looking at the score now, you can see that it's a tie game. So Debbie was able to draw the outside to sit 3 after all that traffic up in front, and Fry lost his lead, which was hard fought in the first place. So now it looks like basically we just starting a whole new game here in an even numbered end. So even having the hammer doesn't mean as much as it did. All right, so now it looks like
we can split off this. Straight draw.
What are we doing?
Red is going to try to draw through the port between their 2. They're sitting 1. Yellow on the outside. Yellow flashed a rock earlier this end that they were trying to draw in, could not get the ice to curl, and it's basically this same line that Courtney is throwing here for Red, but she's a lot lighter on the weight here, so it is curling a little bit.
Okay, whoa. Coming nice. Whoa.
And curling plenty. And it is just about perfect, about as perfect as you could ask for, undercover and in the 4. But Fry was paying attention and sees an opportunity to basically follow it down and see if he can get right to it, nudge it back a bit. He thinks it was wide. Rock is not curling up. It looks like it's going to run this rock that's in the center, but it might do it with enough weight to tap it all the way out if they get lucky. And there's the contact. And sweeping it all the way back as far as it'll go.
Normal.
All right, so Debbie is calling a hit on this yellow rock. Red is still sitting 2. If they can get it to hit and spill out of there, we'll be looking pretty good with 2 and cover.
Yep. Lower on the red a little bit.
Little down for the hit that she was wanting, but it did in fact spill underneath. So now there are 3 red rocks counting with cover, all sort of covering each other up, and on the corner.
You can be off. Sit. Whoa.
For the record, I just turned down a beer, so all 3 of you watching, or however many, 5 of you watching, mark your calendar. Even I do actually have a limit. Might be the first time we found it. All right, so this yellow rock curled up very well, but it was light, and it actually sort of tapped the guard out of the way, but that's not the worst situation there because they've got something now that they can hide behind that looks like it would be covering the button. But there it looks like Red is going to try to hide under that yellow that just finished.
Sorry.
That's okay. Sure.
All right.
Let curl a bit.
Well, that red rock looks like it's got a ways to go.
Yes, for line.
They're calling on for the curl. That thing is moving.
Hi, guys. Yep, stay on it.
It's curling a lot. It looks like it's light.
Keep going.
Stay
We're
close.
going to try to tap over
Close.
and cover up that rock again.
Need to give you
That's
more.
an
Sure,
excellent
good.
plan F. Red is still sitting 3.
Actually, it's really good. I mean, I just need to give you more. I just have it in my head. It's so straight there. I mean, it's straighter, but it's not falling. No. Is that your second? I think that's your first. Right? That's your hit. Okay. Sweet.
And also in sports world, football should be starting. The Redskins are playing the 49ers today. I'm sure other stuff is happening, but it's much less important. Looks like that Yellow Rock did not help themselves much with that one. They opened and then closed it and tapped Red now under cover, still sitting 3. But they can tap that one up.
They've got the run. I mean,
or even if they hit it real square and real hard, they could send it back in and maybe even bash out those 2 red ones.
Okay, just try to draw in there, let her know what the weight is.
Sure. I'm going to need 3 multiple weights like that. 5, 6.
It's heavy on me.
She's going to try to draw that port. That's a pretty narrow port. With the way this ice has been curling, but we shall see if she meets with success on this one. Right, sweepers think that it's light. They got to go.
Just get it over.
It looks like it is light, and
Over. Whoa.
they're just sweeping to make sure it stays in play. And it makes it over the hog line, but not by a lot. So that leaves that port open for Fry. It covers up his run back.
Sorry, I was saying I was heavy last time, so it's... Shoot.
Fourth end action. A lot of rocks in play.
Okay, what do you do? So do you think I would have been in the fourth? No.
So this is the action-packed final. The A event final, which is the final of the Glitter Bombspiel here at Potomac Curling Club. Michael Fry throwing his first of 2 rocks.
They've been good here.
As the skip here of the yellow team.
We had them in Cape Cod and then Philly.
He's trying to throw it right through the hole here with enough weight, hoping to get at those shot rocks. He makes it through the hole and he doubles them out.
All right, same thing.
Look at that. Well, that was a great shot.
It's nice, normal.
Expect nothing less from Michael Fry.
Normal take.
Yeah, over there, you follow him. Yeah, I love that.
So it looks like they're going to try to throw normal at it and pop it back out. So a
Just a
little
smidge more, a little bit. It's good.
punishment.
Keep
1
one
for
in
1.
It's got a freckle.
So Debbie
Beauty
McCormick
mark.
thinks that rocks have
All right,
freckles
let's go.
and can tell time. So when she gets off the ice, we're going to have a talk with her about how granite works. That it doesn't know about things like that. All right, here comes her rock.
No!
It's got plenty of weight, but it doesn't seem to be moving the way she wants it. It just gets past the guard and removes the offending yellow stone, leaving red sitting 1.
Shouldn't have asked for more
All
ice.
totally under cover. But it looks like there's a chance here for yellow to basically run theirs back onto the red and punch it out. And maybe even hit and spill some way to get 3 here. And they do have the hammer, so this is a big opportunity for Fry. Hopefully he doesn't screw it up.
Yeah.
Well, I'm rooting for him, you know.
What about the shot you just threw?
No, they're like, they only have a liquor
Sometimes
license for beer and wine. So they're like,
these-
if anyone wants an drink, it's free. Like, don't advertise that.
Yeah, or on the live stream, don't advertise that yet.
I'm like, oh my God.
A little more.
But, you know, whatever.
Oh, why? Lightweight again.
All right, so now Fry's rock has got plenty of weight. It needs to curl a lot. They're leaving it right alone. It looks like it's got it. It's got right there, and tap, tap, tap. They got 2 out of it. Only 2. He had a chance at 3, but 2
Sorry.
is better than none or having a steal. So once again, we've got a competitive game on our hands. Told you you'd be watching some good curling if you watch this game.
Nice shot.
I mean, relatively speaking, as good as curling can be. Also, football's on. They're working on getting that onto the main telly. But as I've been reminded by Dobbs here, that people actually care about curling. I don't know who those people are, but he says that they exist, and so I should focus. All right, so yellow's first rock, trying to throw that center guard. It looks a little light. Sweepers jumped on it. Right away. It looks like it made it across the line, so it's in play.
Line's tight. Looks like a lot. Whoa,
All right, so red appears to be trying to hide underneath yellow's rock, but it looks like she may have thrown that a little heavy.
Nice shot, Laura.
After hoping. Stuck around. All right, so now yellow is trying to draw under, but it looks like Fry thinks that this rock came out wide. And also looks like it came fairly heavy. It drifted to just about the right spot, and it's covered up. It's
Same weight's fine. Yeah, 5. Same weight's okay though, too.
It looks like red is going for sort of a heavy draw. Kind of get right to it and push that yellow one back. They don't want to remove it exactly. They want to tap it back and have some back.
Whoa, it's got a curl. Line's getting better.
Red rock just sort of hung out there.
Yep.
It looks like it's coming now.
Yep.
And it gets to the yellow rock and tries to just tap it
Nice
back.
shot.
It was a very good shot.
Not that bad.
Good sweeps.
That's a good shot, Joe.
Yellow's trying to get right down to that red one, but fearing that he wasn't going to get enough contact, he had him sweep to try to get around it, and instead they still wicked it and kind of pushed it in under cover a little bit further. So it seems like, well, that's awfully close. That's hard to tell who's shot here. But there's an open draw.
Yep, line, yes. Yep.
From the right here.
Yep.
All right.
Line's a little tight.
Red's rock.
Line's good though. Go ahead if you have to. Yep.
It looks like that is starting to curl a lot.
Yep, get it by the yellow if you can.
For that kind of weight,
Okay,
that thing is really
whoa.
curling.
Okay.
Freeze!
And it just sort of wicked off the guard, and now, yeah, it just covered up their rock even more. Not a bad situation for Red.
Whoa! Sweet, go, 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 go! Keep going, keep going.
So Yellow's rock here, they tried to throw it from the outside to draw it in under the stuff, and they just get around the guard and tap the red one back. But that's still going to have Yellow counting one, and with the two red ones in the back. So that was a really good shot. Now it looks like Red is just going to try to clear out those guards there and basically expose that stuff that's sitting in the house.
Go up to it.
Yep. Well. Yep.
Sweep! Sweep!
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Yep, sweep, 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 sweep!
It's good.
So that was a lot of
Nice
tap,
shot.
tap, 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 and now Yellow is sitting two with backing. That was a really
Nice shot. Yeah, it might be exactly what I wanted.
Red seems to be sort of celebrating this shot. I'm not totally sure why. But
That's okay.
Yellow is sitting two.
Give me center of the stone. Whoa! Center.
Yes!
Yeah.
Yes!
All right, so you can hear more shouting. One game that you might like to try to play is just listen to the audio and see if you can tell what's going on. There's this game you can play called Curling or Porn, which you try to figure out whether the exclamations you're hearing are curling related or not. They have a lot of similar vocabulary.
How much can you see?
Yeah, it's a good warm room game you can play with your friends at the curling club.
Control.
Normal.
So Yellow's sitting three right now. And it looks like Red's going to have to throw a whack at this and try to move a lot of these rocks around.
High in the house.
And a little harder than a jostle. You know, they need to actually clear some stuff. It's another technical term, to jostle the rocks. All right, so that's a burner.
Whoa.
That's got plenty weight.
Yep.
Yep!
Whoa.
And they're looking to try to throw it just as hard as he can right at this rock. It's got it. Just going to get a little past the nose.
It's good.
And right back to create a little backing there. So this oddly is a game that looks like it's sort of upside down, where there's a wall in the back instead of in the front. But it looks as if this has vexed Fry in his strategic calculations.
You're upright. You're upright.
Yeah, we are.
Seems to be a lot quieter today than last couple.
Debbie cleverly observing the hangover aspect of curling.
Line's good.
Just for weight, there's lots of line. Just for weight.
Yeah, go, guys.
Oh, good catch.
So there seems to be a bit of a question as to what the plan here is. Fry still hasn't come up with something. So his vice has come down to consult with him. Normally when the vice goes down to chat with the skip, it's because they're making dinner plans or something. But this actually seems like they're really trying to figure out what to do. They almost have too many good options. And the choices are they can try to tap back and sit in that little crotch there between all three of those yellow rocks. Or they can just try to, they're probably just going to try to guard this up to prevent Red's tap back. The other option is to try to catch it on the side and tick it out of there. But I think that's, at this point, maybe greedy and not very likely to work. There's too many ways that can screw up. So it looks like he's going to call for the guard and just block Red's approach. So here it goes. You wonder sometimes why curling is called chess on ice. That right there was a lot of that strategery that's involved in that. You can also make it take forever too. So maybe we need to add a clock like they have in real chess. I mean, we have a clock, but like, you know, how long between moves. Like hurry up curl.
We can do this.
And no huddle curl.
Kind of like this because of that curl. Then we can tap that.
So the guard kind of worked.
Just T-Wait.
But there's still a chance at this sort of like tap up play here. And it looks like that's what Red has called.
The curl it can. Yep. Yep.
They got to get right on this.
Yes. Hard, girls. Yep, you got a good one. Come on, you got it. Hard. Yep. Okay, whoa. The T is better. Yep. Okay, my bad. Nice shot.
Well, now they look like they maybe have cut yellow to 1.
That's why I was trying to keep going, but she gave me 2 woes.
Or maybe Red is sitting shot. It's hard to tell from our angle here. They're clearly having a discussion about it.
In the opinion of your operator, Red is shot.
Yeah, well, your opinion's a little iffy. Like you let me do the radio. That's sort of iffy.
That is very
iffy
true.
Call there, Haas.
I have more confidence in this call.
Than me doing radio?
Yes.
Yeah, that's probably a good decision. Speaking of radio, you can tune in to Chip Chat every Thursday night at 9:30 on ripradionetwork.com or watch us on the Facebook. We have a video of us doing radio now, which makes no sense, but
following a grand tradition of it.
Yeah. Well, we're like Mike and Mike, but better. Or Howard Stern. But
I was going to say, yeah.
Well, Howard Stern basically needed to be on video because so much of his jokes are visual gags, which is stupid because he's on the radio. So he would stand there and say like, oh yeah, we got a stripper in the room. You should see her. She's amazing. It's like, Howard, you're on the radio.
Where's your imagination?
Well, that's why you listen to radio. Look, if you look like me, like Howard Stern does, that's why you do radio, because nobody wants to see you.
Uh-huh.
And now, unfortunately, they can't.
Wow,
It's killed our ratings.
that's why there's no close-up shots.
Yeah. It is. It's actually quite damaging to our ratings once people found out that they thought Larry and I they guessed who was who on the picture of the show.
Okay.
They had that wrong.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of people think that that Larry looks like me and
So
that
you
I
think,
look like Larry.
You hit that one.
Apparently, you sound like
Do you think like
Larry.
control, or do you
Well,
think
what I
like
talk
board?
about sounds like what Larry
It's a
would
little
talk about.
straighter.
People can't tell us apart sometimes.
Nice
Oh,
shot.
well.
Yeah. All right, after much deliberation, it's
I just wanna get it
now
in
the
there.
year
So there's like
2026.
this, I think, as long
Fry
as
has
you can
finally decided on his shot.
get something
Do we have a moon base yet?
shot.
Yeah, actually, you're watching curling live from there.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Low gravity curling. Probably gonna make the sheet pretty long, though.
Well, yeah, but you can't make it too long because the moon would curve out of the way. The moon's really small,
Even if we hit
like 1/6 the size,
we're gonna, yeah.
unless it's flat, because it might be.
You got to put ice on it first.
Yeah, but it's already really cold. Actually, there is ice on the moon.
You got to build a curling sheet first.
Well, you didn't say that.
One would presume if there's curling on the moon, you've built an ice sheet.
Well,
on
we
the
have
moon.
played golf on the moon.
Yeah, but they didn't like dig a hole or anything.
There was already holes. There was craters.
Easy shot.
Yeah, yeah. Alan Shepard sunk it in one.
Probably the longest golf shot on record.
Actually, no. It's difficult to swing wearing the suit.
Very true. And the low gravity environment with nothing to really push against.
Yeah. Right. So it means that like the weight of the club is a little less
We're gonna
important.
tap this anyways.
And
Well, the mass of the club is the same, of course.
yes, the mass is of course, but the weight is not because
Okay.
gravity isn't acting on it.
Very true.
And Alan Shepard smuggled the golf club
So when I
that
hit-
had it
Kinda
fitted
like
up to
as
attach
much
to the
as
end
we
of one of
can,
his
probably.
telescoping instrument poles
So like you said, board up.
that they use to pick up moon rocks and stuff.
Okay.
And so he gets out there and he tells Houston to cool it a little while. He's got some important stuff to do.
Of course.
And so he unscrews the end and he puts the golf club on the end, and they all go, "Where'd you get that?" And he goes, "Shut up, nerds!" And then he hits the golf
Board up,
ball.
we're gonna try to hit our red one back
Presumably
into the-
somebody knew he packed it.
Yeah, one of the guys that helped him stash it in the capsule. I don't know why they didn't pick it up on the weight or anything like that. He had to remove something else that weighed the same.
From what I hear, astronauts do get a personal bag.
Think of
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
girls
they
here.
They get a certain amount of weight,
Even if I
Right.
do
you know, and if
nice.
you want to use that weight with the head of a golf club, go for it.
Which is apparently what he did, yeah.
I know this side's straight, but it's going this way.
The important things.
All right, just be ready to get your sweep
That's
on.
how you know that we've already learned as much as we can on the moon at that point, that we have like recess.
Oh, please. You know the first people on Mars are totally going to play golf on Mars.
I don't know, golf kind of sucks. I mean, they might try to play football.
Oh, so hard.
Yeah, well, you think about how much farther you can throw the ball. Ooh,
Made it by the
just
guard.
around the guard. Just got in there. What a shot.
Now we're one. Good swings.
That looks like that's at least 2, maybe 3 to red.
It's at least 2.
Like shit tight.
Yes, Debbie, that was shit tight.
I told you, she's a professional cusser. You admonished me so many times for that.
Good job.
And there you heard it live, folks.
Shit.
Yep, there it is again. See? She keeps saying it. It's not me.
She's just exuberant.
For the record. And you have cussed on this radio more than I have.
Very little.
Yeah, 3 times. Though.
Mine's late.
It's the S word.
Oh, no.
Well, it's one of the 7 deadly. You want me to recite it?
No.
No. Oh, okay. That I can't do.
S-no?
I can't recite the 7 deadlies. Yeah, that's right.
Well, Mr. Fry is in a challenging situation here.
I think you wanted to use that word again.
Challenging?
Yeah. Rhymes with challenge.
Difficult?
Yeah, that one.
Okay. I didn't know those 2 words rhyme together.
Sure they do in French.
You know, it'd be really fun.
Challengeant.
Let's say it was our turn right now.
Sure, why not? You
I apologize
can't
for
just
French
say
language.
things in a bad accent and claim it's French.
I thought that was the
Dobbs,
whole
that's
point
not
of
how
being
it's-
different.
it's not like-
I could get in so much trouble right now.
No, you can't. Who's listening? Nobody.
9 people.
9 people? How many of them are French? Is
Probably
Macron,
none.
is Macron listening? No. Well, then what's he care? What are they going to do? Surrender at us? I mean, come
I
on,
don't know how you get around
France.
that yellow up top there to hurt
Why
us.
do we always have to do everything for France? It does get a little tiring.
How the heck did we wind up talking about France?
You brought it up.
Me with my one poorly accented, non-actual French
That
word.
sounds right. Yes.
So it's my fault.
So we can go to the record and check.
It's there forever.
I'm sure it's most things are your fault.
Unless do you think it's
We've
sticky?
doubled our
Or do you think it
listenership
goes off?
since you've let me do the broadcast.
And watchers.
Hey.
Big difference.
That's 100% increase.
All right.
Don't
fair
pay
enough.
attention to the raw numbers. Just look at the percentage.
Oh, we're up one more.
There you go.
Like,
See?
I wonder,
They must
you
be
know,
telling their
people that
friends.
falls
Tune
off of
in.
I think there's enough.
For those of you who are watching, we do ask that you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Our goal is to get 100 subscribers so that we can get a custom URL. So
Right.
do know it's not just for it's not for money, it's not for
Two's tied.
pride.
And
It's
tote
hey,
bags.
we want a custom URL.
Yes, and tote bags.
No.
If you pledge enough, we'll get off the air and you can go back to listening to Fresh Air and get a tote bag.
It's-
Yeah, everybody loves tote bags. It's the whole currency of radio is based on tote bags.
This isn't radio.
Well, it is to me.
The currency of YouTube is not tote bags.
I don't know. I have a lot of YouTube subscribers.
It's
I have a lot of Twitter followers.
this rock, unfortunately, over
It
curls.
looks like so. Fry actually, in the meantime, while we were learning French, Fry
I mean, it's
threw a
still
rock
up there.
that did
You
not
can't really do anything.
achieve his
I just
goal.
want to look at it.
So now it looks like
right.
Red is sitting
Okay.
2, maybe 3. That's really hard to tell.
It's very close. My guess is it's 3 red.
I think you're probably
Are
right.
we 3 right now?
They don't know
I think
either.
we're 3 right now.
Debbie's trying to figure it out. Well, since she thinks the rocks can
we're
tell
3.
time, maybe she can ask. Hey, Rock.
All right, just drop.
Shot.
Indeed. Well, for those of you wondering, Team Red does have the hammer, I believe.
Yeah, that's Team Nice Pair at the Glitter Bombspiel here at the Potomac Curling Club. Team Nice Pair
It's like half on the 8.
was
half on
down
the
3
4-foot.
after
red ring,
2
whatever that
ends,
is.
and then scored 3 in the 3rd to tie it up. Then Team Fry, oh so creatively named, I would add.
It's traditional.
Yeah, it's named after. It's not named after Michael Fry. You don't know that?
Oh my god.
It's named after the method of cooking.
Our ice is very
See,
Somehow, I doubt that.
well, no, you can ask him. We'll get him in the post-game interview. But that's one of
Dirty
the
glitter
things
scale.
that Fry will tell you is that
right,
people
let's make this.
commonly make that mistake that it's about his name, but it's not.
I am very tempted to actually make you do that.
He's a big fan of chicken, but not grilled.
You know, our system is capable of having a remote camera.
Yeah, I think. Well, we are going to get. We'll get him to come into the booth with us, and we can get a brief post-game interview.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mr.
This looks
Fry.
a little bit hot here.
Yeah, that looks way heavier than she meant. And it is curling a lot more than
Sweeping.
she thought. And they're trying to make it get it around so it doesn't wreck theirs out of there.
No harm.
So they got out of it, didn't kill anything, didn't hurt anything. Now they got to figure this out. They have determined that it's 3 red, I think.
We're going to wait for them to post the score, but given the fact that the Yellow Rock moved away first, that is traditionally the sign for not counting.
Yeah, it's French for I surrender.
There we go. Vice Brit has hung the score.
The most common French word there is.
It is currently 6-5. Nice pair over Team Fry.
Yeah,
Apparently, pairs are better than chicken.
there you go. See, you're trying.
Not very well. Apparently.
They're trading 2s though, and that's indication of relatively good curling.
Have you looked at the scoreboard?
Well,
There's only 2 2s up there. There's 2 3s.
Well, Red got a 3, and then a 3,
Exactly.
but
The pairs are getting 3s.
pairs are getting. Well, you got to partner up in 3s. That's a Yogi Berra.
I am so confused.
Nobody goes there anymore. It's too crowded. It's sort of, you know.
Let's tie it. Yeah.
Don't worry about it. It's good for sports.
Exactly.
Let's put this one in if you can.
Sports
Over
better,
curl.
everybody. Yay. All right, so now Red, I don't know, this might be editorializing a little bit, but it
It's all right,
seems
it's
like
over curling anyways.
Red is feeling
Right in,
their,
right
their strength,
Yeah, I just was looking.
so to speak. They're getting a little.
They had a very good end.
Nice
They
shot.
look a little confident. They're looking confident.
Lloyd, I think.
But Fry,
Yeah, for Lloyd.
you know, we've seen his excited face, we've seen his furious face. This is now his intense and very serious face,
Absolutely.
which is obviously distinct from the other two that we saw earlier.
It's the buckle down phase.
Yeah. And anybody who can't tell the difference is some sort of communist.
So silky smooth. I'm like, you're like, should we take a bite? I'm like,
You can tell that
He's not good. Not good.
Red is feeling good because they're in the back basically shit-talking the other team.
No.
Same way.
They're enjoying each other's company.
Oh, okay. That's French for shit-talk. See,
I thought we were done with the French.
We're never done with them. They keep hanging around. That's the problem. We've tried to be done with the French for a long time, but they're still there.
Silly physics.
Yeah.
Things that keep existing.
Well, I'm not sure if French are things in physics.
Where is it?
But they throw cows at you, you know, and they've got that. They've got the grail, so they need to. I got to give it up eventually. You know, they can't have it all to themselves. To share.
Not in. Right.
Clearly, I need to hit the instant replay button so I can re-listen to what you just said.
The French have a grail already, which is why they're not going to help go look for it. And when Arthur went to go ask if he could have a look at it, they threw a cow at him.
They threw a cow at him.
Yeah, that's true. There's a documentary about it.
Monty Python on the Holy Grail?
Yeah, it's a documentary.
Some would not call that a documentary.
Those people would be wrong.
Those people would probably be right. The common phrase of curl, baby, curl.
TJ says that it's for fame and glory.
Yep, not internet points.
That's funny.
Good draw.
They're gonna draw. I heard her say that.
Hooray for wireless skips mics.
Yeah, if we do this right, we can get Debbie to do our job, and we don't have to do anything.
That's kind of the goal.
Yeah.
You put mics on the skips, commentators don't have to say nearly as much.
Yeah, but then they wouldn't get to hear your insights on the French.
I would not mind that at all.
I feel like you'd be letting our audience down.
No, I think the audience would appreciate it.
And tote bags, right, TJ? Tote bags. Everything is for tote bags.
Eventually, you wind up with too many tote bags.
Okay.
You know, I actually have like gotten close to that. Like my collection of tote bags.
Above the tee, though. Yep, you can go a little bit.
getting-
Yep.
It's getting pretty
Great shot, Courtney.
solid, you know.
That's a very nice rock.
It is. Well tucked in behind some cover
And above the tee line.
and biting the outside of the button there. Fortunately, not covering up the Potomac Curling Club logo because we just need to make sure that everybody is
Isn't that a pretty logo?
seeing that. Debbie is signaling to the warm room that she wants some assistance. She wants water, apparently. I don't know if she knows this, but there's water in a pitcher right there in front of her.
I believe we can still help her and get her some bottled water.
You know, these Olympians, everybody's got to do everything for them.
Hydrate.
They don't even work that hard, you know.
All right, makes the first hit.
Wow. All right, that was pretty good.
Gets a single.
Whack, whack.
12 foot.
That was a double whack. So now Red's gonna try to cover it up.
Absolutely. Wouldn't you?
Yeah. It's okay to coast a little bit in this one. I mean, I think they would try to get that. Trying to guard it up just enough.
Yep, it just picks.
Up. All right, so that rock hit something. So it's lost all of its direction.
It picked early.
And it wasn't going to make it to the hog, so they've just thrown it out. So now, with a really rare opportunity, it picked apparently, and then it lost momentum, and they decided to burn it, or it wasn't going to make it, so they threw it out. So now Yellow's got this rare chance to take advantage of a miscue and they're going to try to throw right at that shot rock, and it is curling a lot. Right to it, and just finished a little bit. It's not totally covered up, but it moved a little bit in the right direction. It's still hittable, but it means that there's some discussion. Anytime you make the opposing skip have to pause and think about it, you know you're doing a good job. If anybody's seen Richard Chin, we're curious about his whereabouts. There's actually quite a lot of people curious about that.
All the way over. All the way, all the way, all the way, all the way. Great shot.
Any time you are, take a picture of your pint, put it on Facebook with the hashtag Where's Richard Chin, and tag him in the picture. He loves it. This is something that the famous Bruce Black started, and it seems to be working. Chin seems thoroughly bothered by it, so that means that we're doing it right. Yeah. If he is listening or watching, or we can send him the video later and tell him, the rest of his country is here. All of Canada is here. I think there's six of them now? 7? There's 7 Canadians. Chin is the only one not here. And
It's an awfully big country for 7 people.
yeah, well, somebody's got to watch the moose and keep them from getting into the trash and stuff. So they left. I guess they left Trudeau back there to watch the moose. That's his job. He's Prime Minister of the Moose. That's what the M and PM stands for. Prime Moose.
I thought that was the kind of moose you bought. Give me some prime moose.
Oh yeah, he does have good hair. That's good. That's.
I know. Maybe I should have swept it, but
I'm just talking moose steaks.
That's 2. Dobbs, you've had 2 good
sorry, I should have
jokes.
swept it on that one.
It's like a record.
I try and restrain myself.
Yeah.
2's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot for you. Don't break a hip.
You know, if you do more than that, people expect good jokes.
That's true. That's the thing people say about you all the time. They're like, we really expect Dobbs to be
I
funny.
swept it, but I thought it was going to curl, you know?
And then when he's not, they're very disappointed.
Somehow I think you're lying.
And once it started curling,
It's alternative fact.
It's all right.
AKA lying.
Hey, you're the Kellyanne of curling. You said it yourself.
Oh. That's the one nickname I don't want. Well,
That's the one?
One of
That's
quite
the
a few.
one? Wait a minute.
That's the new nickname
Now
I
taking
don't
submissions for nicknames for Dobbs.
want. Oh, that I don't want.
TJ, I'm sure you've got a few.
Let's get a little roll here. I think just control. Okay.
All right, back to curling, which apparently nobody cares about.
Except me.
Except Dobbs. Yellow's sitting shot. Fry is smiling about something, so we're not sure what. He has a microphone, I think, but
Nope.
he doesn't have a microphone.
We
You
are
only mic'd one skip.
We are very nice here at Potomac Economic Club. We always offer the microphones to our skips. They are, of course, free to decline. Mr. Fry was offered a microphone and chose to decline. That is 100% okay with us.
Because he doesn't want us to know what he's thinking? Or because he's afraid it'll be hacked by the Russians?
That the wireless microphone at the Potomac Curling Club will be hacked by the Russians.
Yeah, that seems pretty likely. I mean, we are the
I don't think you know how to
capital.
use the English language.
I don't know. I'm pretty good at it. I seem to be communicating. You want me to switch to Spanish? I can do that.
No, thank you. Very nice shot here.
That was a good hit and roll under cover.
Good job.
They're about
red.
half buried.
Yeah. it's also high enough up that I think the smart play here is to draw under all of this.
I don't know. Depends on how many rocks are left.
Well, it's Fry's first rock, so he's got it. I think he might take a chance at it, or he's going to try to tick this one out. But if they keep doing that, I mean, they might end up in a blank here.
Blank might be perfectly fine.
Might be. Although they got this problem with that outside biter for the red.
You never know what you're going to get.
Very true. Very true.
You never know what you're going to get. Wise words from Debbie McCormick.
I know. I'm a dinosaur.
Also incorrectly identified herself as a dinosaur. She is, in fact, a human being, as far as we can tell. We didn't check. We should have checked.
Sometimes.
Are you a dinosaur or not?
We don't check at this Bombspiel.
We don't check. We don't check your dinosaur status. Very progressive here.
Like I felt like in the beginning it was fast, but then.
What the T in LGBT is for is T-Rex. Yeah. So she's welcome at the, she's a dinosaur.
Everybody's welcome.
Yeah.
Even dinosaurs.
Even dinosaurs.
But Davey's not a dinosaur.
Not those like little early shrew mammal things though. Those things creep me out. You know? They're supposed to be our ancestors, but they don't look right. There's something about them.
Like baby velociraptors?
No, the little mammals, proto-mammal things, with the fur. And a pointy face. I don't like them.
Well, this rock does not have fur. And
that rock
unfortunately going
flashed through, so playing for the tick, and he did not get it.
Take guard.
So now after the, I don't want to call it a mistake because a picked rock isn't exactly a mistake, but after the unlucky, unfortunate rock that gave Fry this opportunity.
Unfortunate is a good word.
He went for, he kind of went for the glory on that shot and missed.
I think he was just playing it safe. Just clear him out, make him draw behind again.
Was that safe? I would have said the draw.
I pushed it out.
No matter what draw you throw there.
Unless they block it up. I mean, if they sit out there, if they sit high enough up and they take away that draw, it's going to be tough to get underneath.
Well, for the moment, the 4-foot is completely yours.
Yeah,
no matter what guard you throw up, you can't block a draw.
That's true. That's true.
Okay. Stay with it. Might be 4 or 5. Whoa. No. Yep.
Always listen to your skip.
Well, that's good.
They can change their mind at any moment.
Yeah, apparently.
It's in the way.
Well, now that 4-foot being wide open, Mr. Dobbs, a little less so. There's still a port there.
Still a draw from the right to left. Yes, this makes it much more difficult and puts the pressure on because red is now sitting 3.
Yep.
If Team Fry gives up a steal of 3 here, that's going to make it very difficult for them to come back. There's only 2 ends remaining.
Wise observation, sir. Your ability to count is unparalleled.
That's why I'm the operator.
Oh, that's right.
I push buttons and count numbers.
That's true. That is your main qualification here at the Potomac Curling Club.
And provide a sounding board for your colorful commentary.
That's right. We call that victim. That's the word that you mean, not operator. You're the victim.
Good for you.
I don't like that word.
You don't like to be the victim?
No. I don't feel that correctly.
Too strong to be victimized?
Doesn't correctly describe my role here.
All right.
Okay.
Let's see what we get here.
So you want operator.
Operator, director, nice guy.
Nice guy.
The sweeping skip.
The sweeping skip. You can't make your own nicknames up. That's not how that works.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. That's like literally not how that works.
I can make my own up.
You can.
No one else has to.
But
use
it's
them.
like, it's disrespecting the process, man. You got to earn the nickname. All right, so here comes Fry's Rock trying to shoot this port and get it to stick around. I think it's a little heavy.
I think he's actually trying to tick off the red in the house.
And roll behind that new guard.
Use it as backing, yeah. But unfortunately.
Then he's a little too thick
Oh,
on
he made it.
Oh, and he made it.
Well thrown.
Good end.
Well,
a hard way to do it, but.
That's $14 the hard way, but good shot, Michael Fry.
The score is now nice pair, 6. Team Fry, 6.
So we've just
After
wasted
6.
how long?
Hey, chat.
We've wasted about an hour and a half.
Wow.
All to get to 2 ends, tie game.
So if you're wondering about the football scores, the Redskins have a bye this week, so nobody else cares.
Which
And-
means everybody else cares.
No.
Because everyone else is playing.
No, the 49ers are also not playing. 'Cause
So everybody but
well,
the
maybe,
Redskins
I
and
don't know.
49ers care.
Maybe they are playing. I know that they're playing us next week.
Ah, okay.
So I just assume that the world doesn't exist until they encounter us.
But if the world doesn't exist, then how is there curling?
Well, there's curling because I can see it. But if I couldn't see it, it probably wouldn't be here. Or
Okay.
at least I couldn't prove that it was here.
So you mean the mixed junior world curling championships?
I'm not currently watching that. I'm not sure that's real. You might have made that up.
Fortunately, it is real.
I don't
And
have
we
any
send-
evidence that's going to support your claim.
We send our best wishes to the Clausen team, the two
Who are
Clausen boys who are
Also,
playing on the US mixed
mythological,
team.
we're not really sure if the Clausens are real.
What?
Oh, trust me, they've beat me enough times. They're real.
I beat them once in Pizza League.
Okay.
It's Pizza League.
Yes, but also they were playing with 4 spares. But on paper, it says
Yep.
Team Sherlow beat Team Clausen. It's my
That
most
looks really good.
proud win.
All the way
I
over.
apologize for the scoreboard. It is not 6-64.
Good sweep, Ben.
It is
Good
6-6.
shot, Laura. Good sweep.
64, my goodness.
64 would be a pretty crazy curling score.
8 8-enders is
Good.
possible.
It's been a battle. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Te-
it's technically
technically
possible,
possible.
which is the best kind of possible. Yeah, so the audience has brought up that there could be another technicality on the technicality that there could be if you're mathematically eliminated, the game stops. But that's merciful, and we're not interested in that.
I don't know. If you're in the gold medal game of the World Curling or the Olympics,
Yeah.
then you are actually required to play 8 ends.
Right, even
So
if you're completely sunk.
Yep.
That is really mean. I
It's
mean,
the
imagine
cricket
if
gold
you're
medal
getting
game.
slaughtered 56-0,
You're
and you're at that point where it's about to be 64, but you still have to go out there and throw all of your rocks.
Mine's
one
good.
hopes that if
Yeah,
you've made it to
fine.
the gold medal game at the World.
Isn't that a 10-end game?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's
So it could be
around.
80-0.
No, because for a 10-end game, you got to play 8 ends.
Oh, okay. So you could still get to 60.
If you decided not to shake.
Okay.
But
You don't have to shake.
that is very true.
So you could lose 80-0.
It is always an option to shake. It is up to the losing skip.
After 8, though. They have
Well,
to play all 8, you said.
At the Worlds, yes.
Yeah, okay. That's the same as what we have here. So, all right, here we can't see what's happening in the house because technology sucks. But
You mean because I haven't pushed the button yet?
that's the same thing. But it appears that yellow has some rocks in the house, and so does red.
Yes.
It's an accurate statement.
Yellow and red both have 1 rock in the house.
But
Yellow
both
is
have-
yellow
there you
is
go.
currently shot.
Yellow is shot rock. Now we can see it. I guess I could see it on that screen previous. And like in previous ends, lots of junk in the front. So both of these skips are comfortable with like a junky
That's
front.
It's a bit surprising, actually.
Yeah.
I would have expected the team with the hammer
would
which
have
is-
tried to play clean.
Exactly.
You're normal.
Play clean, go for the blank, keep the hammer,
Yeah,
and
feeling it
enter the
open,
last
but
end
And just
tie
work
with the
it
hammer.
ones and ones and ones.
Yep.
But instead, we've got actually a very high scoring, high action game.
Yeah. We will see if Debbie chooses to clean things up pretty quickly here. This is definitely a takeout.
Now you can see the real strategery coming into this, though, because with 2 ends to go, you want the hammer in the 8th, unless you've got some astronomical lead that you can sort of tolerate that. But if it's this close, you're more playing for the hammer than you are for the points in these ends, or at least in this end.
Absolutely. Now, I know I personally wouldn't be very happy with that last result, Because if I'm red, I don't want that center guard at all.
No.
Team Fry is clearly just putting one in the house.
Trying to anyway, but it looks like it might run the guard, actually.
It
just ticked
it.
I gotta be over here.
That rock does wind up sticking
It's still
around.
sticking around. It's counting.
We're not getting the blank here.
No.
Unless they throw bomb after bomb after bomb. Double, double, triple.
Slight control.
We're not getting the blank.
10.
Isn't that in Macbeth or something?
Double, double, triple?
Yeah, something about a bubbling in a cauldron and doubles. And a burrito, I think.
Double.
Toil and
Toil
trouble.
and
yeah,
trouble.
fire burn and cauldron takeout.
Bubble.
Takeout. It's right there in the script. You should learn to read.
Yep.
I don't know. I would have expected a fluffy bunny in there.
Yes.
Double, double, toil and fluffy bunny.
Yep. All the way. You got it. Come on. Keep going. Keep going.
They're going to tick the
Yep,
guard.
yep.
Oh, they missed
No,
the
they
guard.
missed, and they're going to hit, actually, and just shake everything up and put
All right.
yellow sitting on the butt.
But that yellow rock is now unlocked. If they can get a path to it, it's easy to remove.
It's pretty well covered up.
Yeah. I expect some guards
I
to come
think
down
we're
here.
seeing some peeling about to take place here.
Absolutely.
Think weights.
Well, actually, yellow is going to throw the guard, and a counting guard, I think, is the idea here.
He's
going to throw it high, maybe.
so,
Even if
I
they
believe the
steal, it's not
call
too
is
bad.
freezing to his own shot rock, but
But-
his pro side miss is to be a little light.
That sounds right. That does not look light.
The ice could be slowing up on them.
It's possible. It is late in the game. Pebble starts to wear down. But, well, they're sweeping it, but it looks like they're sweeping it more for line. It's really curling. Oh, it is dying nicely. It's slowing up,
Mr. Fry has a sweeper slow up.
and it's drifting right in. Oh,
That's
it's
a
covered
really-
up. It's that has turned out to be a great shot.
That's a very nice guard.
Yeah. It
David-
takes that path to the nose of that rock, or even past the nose where you could flop under.
It's gone.
It's gone. So the best they could look at is to try to clear the stuff out of the top and then hope they can get another look at it. But now this is,
Clear it out. Hope for a mistake by your opponent.
that's right. It's not a thing we've seen a lot of. We've seen a couple of misses, but not by much.
Very true.
And
Picks.
Well, the pick, but also in all of those cases, there's been a recovery.
Very true.
So these teams are focused, and they're not easily derailed by misses.
This is
That's
wide.
just flashing through
Oh,
the
no.
middle and nothing. Now that's talking about a miss by your opponent. Now this is a really good opportunity. Yeah, Fry's going to be aggressive and try to slide one in under that last guard that he just threw.
Absolutely.
And if he misses, it would, and it's light, it'll block up that path even further. He's also thinking about, he was thinking about trying to in-off on that red one here.
Oh, no
but there's
reason
no
to.
reason to take that risk. So he's going to try to draw in, and if he's light, he's going to block the hole.
You're behind. You need rocks in play. You need messing stuff up. If you take out that red, then red gets another free shot at the guard, basically.
Essentially, yeah, they get a chance to make up where they just missed. So you basically have to punish them for their mistake.
Exactly. This one looks like it's over curling to me.
It's starting to take off, but if they can sweep it really hard, they can get that tap. Maybe they can get the tap up.
They have added to their guard collection.
That actually worked out pretty good because now there's even more junk there.
I don't know. I'm seeing a triple here where Nice Pair throws a rocket.
At that red one at the top
No, at the yellow one they just threw.
that they just threw and tried.